Hello everybody, this is Hina and welcome to another tutorial of Selenium Marketing, and today we are going to create a restaurant logo design. And basically it's a text-based logo, and I want to create some effects inside the text that will be a smoky touch or something related with that. So let's start now. So first of all, the business concept is barbecue platters, so the business name is Hard Grilled. So we are going to write the text here first, and then we will apply some effects to this design. And if here you can see that here I'm going to use the default font of Adobe Illustrator, that is Marriott Pro, and I want to use the bold version of this font. And here you can simply create into outline, so we can individually work on all layers to provide effect to this design to this text. And here what I'm going to do, I'm simply applying some gradient to this text. Here I'm using the default one. Press Ctrl F9 to open your gradient panel or the gradient window, and here I'm simply changing the color. Here I want to create a mixture of brown and black here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just changing it here, and here I'm removing the stroke color from here. So what I'm going to do, I'm taking this one here, and now I want to create some blending with the darker shade of brown, so you can see how the design is forming after doing these things there. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to do, I will use this gradient tool here, and I want to create some blending in a linear format, so you can see how it would be look like after making these things. Or so blend it as you want. I want to keep it this one is the fine, and because I want to keep it 100% brown, lighter brown, and this sorry, the 40% is lighter brown, and hardly the 60% is darker brown version is here, so you can see how it would be look like. Now the next thing that I'm going to do here, I have to create text effects inside the text. So for this I want to use the brush here. I have to create a new brush. So if you are not sure, then you can go into the window, and here you can open your brushes panel here by pressing F5, and my brushes panel is already intact. So what I'm going to do, I'm simply creating a new Bristle brush here. So I will choose this one, press OK, and here you can just give it a name, Hot Curled. And now you can adjust the details. So here I'm just using the random value right now, and but after doing these things, I will give it a final look how it would be look like. Just press OK and apply to this design here, so you can see how it would be forming. Now we have the option to make it more balanced or blended with the concept. So I will choose the value here, so you can see that how it would be look like. You need to turn on the preview mode to look around it, that how the design is forming or the text is formed, effect is forming inside the text. So here you can choose the Bristle density as well. You can check it by keeping it low, and then you can move it high. So I want to go with the lighter version because it's creating the more realistic illusion. So I want to take it here. So here you can manage the thickness as well, and here opacity is very important because it will create the complete look to this design. And then the stiffness is also very important. If you will go onto the rigid side, then you can see how it would be look like. So I want to go with the 99% of rigid, so I will press OK to this and apply to strokes here. So you can see that how the design is forming after doing these things. And now the next thing that I'm going to do, I will select this, and here you can change the color. Then you can see that how it creating effect on the designs when you are making changes from here in the color. So make sure that whatever the color you are using, it should should blend it well according to the existing color of the background of your text. So this is very important. Now the next thing that I'm going to show you, that first you can go into the file, and here you can use the color mode RGB. I'm not working on the CMYK version right now because I'm working on the screen resolution for this design. So I want to choose this one here. So you can see how the difference is forming when I'm shifting from CMYK to RGB mode. So you can see that now it's more blended, more prominent, more concise, and looking more look well according to the concept of the smoke that we are going to create for the screen resolution. Now, the next thing that we are going to create, we are simply going to the effect. Here you can go into stylize round corners. I want to give a radius of corner radius should be around 10 pixels. You can preview it how it would be look like, and you can just go into the OK. So you can see that how the text is customized because we have used the edgy version of the font, and now it's curvy and converted into a rounded corner. So this is completely changed now. Now you can see that there is some effect that is outside the text, so we have to remove this. For this, what we have to do, simply select it, ungroup the text here, press Ctrl C, Ctrl F here, and simply ungroup it by take it here and simply create it here like this, and here you can see how it would be look like. And now what I'm going to do, I'm simply creating an invisible layer of this text. So simply going here, you can remove the fill color, and you can also remove the stroke color here, and now you can arrange it and make sure everything is equally coincide with the previous text. So now the next thing that we are going to do, we are simply selecting both layers together, going to the object. Here you can choose the clipping mask and select make. So you can see that now the design is masked, but you have noticed that after masking the design, after they are the corner radius has been removed, so no problem with that. What we have to do, you can press select this one here, you can press Ctrl 7, and you can also press Ctrl 7 here. You can select here, and you can go into the window here, stylize, and you can apply the corner radius again here if something happened like this. So there is no problem. So what I'm going to do next, here I'm simply going to the effect, stylize, and I want to create some inner glow here. So you can choose the blended color that will provide the more realistic inner glow to this design. I want to choose this one. You can select the values from here for the CMYK and RGB, and just press OK. And here you can see the opacity is 75% and the blur is around 5 pixels. I want to work on the edges. So if you will work on the center, then you may have a look how the difference is forming with this design, and when you are working on the edges, then how the distant difference is there. So I want to go with the edges, so press OK here, and you can see how the design is look like after doing these things. Now the next thing, we have to work on the another layer of the text that is drilled. So I'm just writing here. Now you can scale it up. I'm using the same font that we have created previously, but now you can use the regular version here. But to make it more aligned, you can also do one more thing. You can use the Arial rounded empty bold text. If you don't have this text installed in your Adobe suite, then what you can do, you can download this font from the font.com. I've already, it's a free font, I've already downloaded from there, so you can also take it if you want to use this font. And now what I am going to do, I'm simply reducing it down, and here you can go into the character, and here I want to give it a spacing of 300 pixels here. So you can see I want to adjust it with the sign, and here you can simply create into outlines here. So now you can group it together, and you can simply align it to make it. So here you can see I want to keep it between H and T, so I will use in this way. Now I have to create another layer of text that is for the tagline, and that is taste of heaven. So it would be look like this. So I want to keep it in the middle like this, and here you can simply take it. And now the next step there, I have to change the color of this text from black to white, and here I want to use the simple brown color here. So I will shifted the stroke color to fill color, and here I'm just removing the stroke color here. Now the next step that we are going to do, I'm simply creating a background layer here, and I want to give it a background color of black, and simply placing it arranged side to back. So you can see that how the things are going here, and you can simply arrange it in the middle, and I think this one is okay. So you can just take it this one, and here I want to keep it between H and T, so it would be look like this. So you can see that how the design is forming. If I will show you with the um, higher resolution, then you can see that how it would be. You can have a close look how the design is forming, how the effect is there inside the text, so you can see that how it would be look like after doing these things. This is the very simple technique that we can use to create a smoky illusion within the text, so it will be quite easy to do if you want to create this similar look. And now I'm moving back to the 100%, and here is our design ready to place on the website. So this is very simple and easy way to do to create these sort of custom text effects within the within your text or within headlines or whatever you want to do. So yeah, this is a simple technique that I wanted to share with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will come back to you another tutorial. Subscribe to my channel. Have a very good day. Bye bye.